Hello people of the world watching car camping and car camping content on the internet. My name is Drew and this is my 2004 Toyota Sequoia that I live in full time. And today we got some new shoes. These are the BF Goodrich K03 all-terrain tires. I did have some Toyo Open Country AT3s and I wanted to try something different. It was time for some new tires. I was experiencing a lot of uneven wear with the Toyo Open Countries. I'm gonna take it for a first drive and give you my first impressions. Okay, so I really hope that this audio comes through okay because I don't have my mic with me and my AC is on because it's November, but it's a hot day in Florida. So when I first got my Toyo Open Country AT3s, I was very hesitant about getting them, but the shop that I got my lift done with was very adamant that they were a good tire. And in terms of performance, in terms of off-road performance and off-road performance alone, I will tell you that the Toyo Open Country AT3 tires performed phenomenally. I just did like a 20,000 mile zigzag cross-country road trip all over the American West, and they did great in snow, in mud, on the highway. They performed well, but I was always very aware that I was driving all-terrain tires, and I was always extremely aware that there was a lot of play. It was a real soft rubber, and you could feel the tire lugs. Like you knew you were driving a vehicle with an all-terrain tire. And this review, by the way, these first impressions are only gonna be road testing because I'm at home in Florida with my family and I don't have any like trails out here, at least not right now, that I can go really put this thing to the test. But I've done plenty of off-road driving with my Toyo Open Countries, and I can tell you right now, they were a great rain tire, mud tire, snow tire. They were not necessarily a good rock tire. My Toyo Open Countries also had a lot of road noise, and over time that road noise got worse, particularly around like the 45 to 55 mile an hour range. These, I'm driving 45 right now, I can't hear a thing. I feel like I'm in a different car right now. I feel like someone is tricking me, but I'm actually driving in like a Rolls Royce. Like that is the difference that I'm experiencing between the Toyo Open Country AT3s and these BF Goodrich K03s. Holy crap. And like I used to feel like a lot of grinding, especially like when I took a sharp turn. Like I could really feel those lugs like chipping away on the road. Like it was like a dunk, like the stupidest sound effect ever. But like you could really feel, I can't express you enough. Like I feel like with my Toyos, I was hyper aware every single time each individual tire lug made contact with the road. These, like you could have told me that I'm driving a Z-rated racing tire right now. And honestly, like I had a tire guy say like, your Toyos are wearing unevenly, but they're not bad yet. You don't need to get rid of them. Before you start commenting, please know that I did try to make a warranty claim on my Toyo Open Country AT3s, and they told me that the tires had not worn enough yet. I'll throw some pictures in here of what they looked like, all the chips that were missing, and I will give them some credit. Like my Toyos have performed exactly how I needed them to off-road, and I did a lot of intense off-roading over the past 6-7 months. Like it was, I did some rock crawling, I was out in Moab, tons of dirt roads, tons of rocky forest trails, tons of muddy roads. Like I would say this summer my driving on-road versus off-road was like a fair 60-40 split. I would say 40% of the time I was not on pavement, which I would argue is higher than most people nowadays that are investing in an all-terrain tire. Most people get them just for the look, in my opinion. And the Toyos never looked quite as beefy, and I will say that the Toyos don't have nearly as aggressive of a side corner and a sidewall that these BF Goodriches have. And that always made me very, very uncomfortable, especially in rocky, bouldery situations. I mean, I was out in Breckenridge, Colorado doing some rocky trails. I was also in Moab, Utah doing tons of rocky trails, and I never had an issue with them, but I always, if I saw a sharp rock, I was steering clear of it. So I really did go with these BFGs because I wanted the peace of mind of knowing that like there's some extra material between me and a sharp rock. Okay, so I'm about to take a right-hand turn after some traffic passes, and we're just gonna floor it and see what happens. I'll floor it as much as I can in a 21-year-old Toyota SUV. No road noise whatsoever. You can actually hear my engine again. Wow. I feel like I can whisper right now. I hope you enjoyed my first impressions of my BF Goodrich K03s. I know that there's tons of other tire, if you're watching this video, I'm sure you've watched tons of other like tire videos on what all-terrain tires are big, but I'm telling you right now, if on-road noise is something that you're concerned about, performance aside, I think most all-terrain tires are good tires nowadays. You really can't go wrong with any of the big brands. But I will tell you, if you want a quiet all-terrain tire, get these BF Goodrich K03s. I am astounded by what they sound, or I am astounded by the lack of sound. It's crazy. Okay, well, just remember guys, thank you so much for watching, and as always, if I can do it, so can you. Adventure is for everyone. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.